All right. What's up, everybody? Welcome in. Got some orders to ship out today. We're going to be doing it on live, answering some questions, seeing what sold for you guys, all that good stuff, what you guys are used to. We had a really good day in sales yesterday. Let me see. Orders, awaiting shipment. We have 13 orders going out the door on eBay. One of those is a multi-quantity sale that sold this morning. So 13 orders over there. And then we have 2 Poshmark and 1 Mercari. And the Mercari sale is actually really, really, really surprising. You guys are going to see that later, just a little bit. So hang out, see what's sold, ask some questions. That's what these lives are all about. I haven't started up TikTok yet, so I can start saying all the naughty words I'm not allowed to say, like eBay and Mercari and all those things. What was I going to say? Oh, tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we have a consignment unboxing whatnot show. I think it's going to be right around 60 items. I'm going to rack it before the show, like literally right before the show. I'm going to throw them on the racks and get that all set up for you guys. Friday night's going to be a kids show. So if you're interested in kids clothing, Friday night's going to be kids clothes. We're going to have like North Face, Patagonia. We're going to have more of the new tag Polo Ralph Lauren at the end of the show. So that'll be on Friday, and then Saturday is going to be all like last week. Last Saturday's show, like really good mixed brands all throughout the show. So go bookmark all upcoming shows. Thursday show's up right now. Thursday usually has less competition, so come hang out and get some steals and deals on Thursday night stuff. What's up, everybody? Welcome in. Douglas in here. Juliet's in here. Checking in from South Carolina. Let's go. We got 2 people from South Carolina in the chat. We got Sean Douglas from South Carolina, and then Mike's from South Carolina. Let's go. I'll start up TikTok here in a little bit. I don't want to start it too early, so that way I can at least talk and say normal things and not have to worry about censoring myself from saying eBay and Poshmark. I did go live the other night, and I didn't get a violation. I think the key with TikTok is to not get a violation within like the first like 5-10 minutes, and then basically after that I'm allowed to say whatever I want. So the algorithm doesn't pick up all the stuff I'm saying. So I guess that's how I have to try to approach it. Got to be good for the first 5 to 10 minutes, and then I can start saying whatever. Let me pull this stuff out and get everything situated. And let's go ahead and get started. We got some good stuff. I'm going to fire up TikTok now. We got some good stuff going out the door. Again, Posh, Mercari, and Bay sales going out the door. Lots of good ones. Yeah, sales are picking up because I'm listing more. So we're doing 20 per day. We're trying to do 20 per day Monday through Thursday. And then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, just do 10 per day. I've already done 10 today. So after the live, Kayla already listed like 20 items today. So I'm just going to put the other 10 live. And then we're just going to keep listing today. Today and tomorrow are going to be heavy listing days because I want to try to get basically the profit pile completely listed. We only have like 20 more items in it, which is good. And then start working on our backlog because we have a whole bunch of stuff we need to get listed that's kind of just sitting there. So if someone asks on Bay, if my item was real, what do you say? Say yes. The item is authentic. That's all you have to say. Yes, the item is authentic. What's up, Carolyn? Welcome in. Appreciate everybody hopping over on TikTok. We're about to get started. Lots of good sales going out the door. I might need to. Oh, I forgot to. How many more labels do I have over here? Okay, I should have enough to get through today's live. I'm running low on my Jaden's labels. I'm hoping the labels that I bought for it will work for it. Because I haven't tried out the new labels. I only tried out the ones that came with it. So, what's up, Lily? What's up, everybody? Welcome in. Appreciate you guys hopping in. Do you find your stores go up in the algorithm if you have more inventory? Well, the more inventory you have listed, the more chances somebody looking for a specific item is going to find your store. If you have one item listed, that means that person has to want that one item. But if you have 2,000 items listed, you have more chances for a sale. So I don't think it's more about the algorithm. I think it's more about chances of getting a sale. If you walk into a Walmart and there's only one item on the shelf, what's the chance that you walked into the Walmart for that one specific item? Out of the entire store, there's only one item. There's one Hershey's bar on the shelf. If you don't want the Hershey's bar and you wanted milk, you're gonna walk out the door and go to the next store. So I don't think it's so much about algorithm. I think it's more about having more items listed so you have more chances of a sale, more chances that that person is looking for your specific item, if that makes sense. All right, let's go ahead and get started. First sale, we're gonna start off with a big one. And surprising, the biggest, highest dollar sale came from the platform where I get absolutely no sales from, which is wild to me. When I saw this offer coming out yesterday, I was like, oh, wow, I'm taking this, and this is going to be a storyline. But this is a men's Peter Millar vest. This is brand new with tags. Retail on this is $6.95. It's a really high-end Peter Millar piece. I got this from TJ Maxx. The tag was $85.58. That's after tax and everything. But I actually got this for free because I used my I use the TJ Maxx credit card, and with the TJ Maxx credit card, I get so much in free coupons to spend. If I spend a bunch, I get a bunch of free coupons. So I basically got this for free. And this sold for $216 over on Mercari. So if you are good with credit cards, I would highly suggest getting using in-store credit cards as long as you pay them off instantly, because you get free stuff like this. So I made $216 and I didn't have to put any money out. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. What's up, Faith? Welcome in. Have you noticed a decline in since sharing change? No, I haven't. I've actually seen an increase in sales. The other day I had one of my best Posh days in a very, very long time. So I haven't seen a decrease at all, no. I haven't seen a decrease at all. What's amazing, Annie? Everybody's here. What's up, everybody? Welcome in, welcome in. We got 15 orders going out today. So hang out, see what's sold, ask some questions if you have any. That's what this is all about. This is going to UPS. Whoops, Kayla already left today. She went and got Starbucks, and she's probably going to have to go out again because this has to go to UPS and not USPS. And I'm going to make sure I ship that today because I don't want that sitting around. I want that in and out the door. Let me grab this bucket so I can put all my Alcoin packages in it. But no, haven't seen a decline at all in sales. I've actually saw an increase in sales since the change. Next up, we got a women's G4. This is a women's G4 skirt. Also picked this up at TJ Maxx. I'm not sure what I paid. I probably paid like right around 20-ish bucks. This one sold for 40. I had this listed for 60. Had no offers on it for a while. Finally got an offer of 40 on Posh. Decided to take it. Did I make a ton of money on this? Absolutely not. But I was hoping for 60. Just didn't get any sales. It's already past like skirt season. So the fact that I got an offer on that right now, I just decided to take it. Otherwise, I probably would have had to hang on to it. Early month sales are always brisk. Yeah, early month sales. That's what we're in right now. Beginning of the month. All right, this one's shipped. And that one's going USPS, so that one's going to go into the bucket. And then last Poshmark sale, just bread and butter. Levi's jeans, if you're not following along with Chris at Peak, he's trying to sell 90 pair of Levi's in 90 days. I actually picked up, I think, 3 or 4 Levi's yesterday at the thrift. So I'm trying to move a bunch of Levi's too. Levi's hot sellers right around now. So make sure that you pick them up. Levi's jeans, these sold for 22 bucks. They're just bread and butter. They're not going to make a ton of money, but if you can get them for 4 to 5 bucks at the thrift and you sell them for 20 to 25, it's a nice little addition to your store. I got a whole mess of them over there to list that I've been picking up over the last few weeks. So is it just that time of the month for you? Shut up, Surfs. Get out of here. Get out of here. What are you doing here? All right, this one gets the label on it, and that one's shipped. All right, now let's get to what's up. Hemo prayers. Fell, broke her hip, had surgery for repair. Pray for a speedy recovery. I'm sorry to hear that, Teach, but hopefully everything goes good. I already got how did I get a visibility restriction already? It's impossible. Hopefully everything goes good with her, Teach. I'm sorry that you're going through that. That obviously sucks. Hopefully Mama does a full recovery. I'm probably gonna have to do a reset on TikTok here in a second. I went all the other night, literally with no restrictions at all. And then now I'm getting restrictions. It makes no sense. I guess maybe it's because I'm showing brands. Maybe they just don't like me saying like brand names. I don't know. How do I start selling on TikTok? I don't sell on TikTok. I sell on eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, Depop, whatnot. I can say that now because I already got a restriction. I don't sell anything on TikTok. The only thing I sell on TikTok is like when I make a video like I made the other day promoting like a Jaden's printer. That's the only time I actually sell on TikTok, but I'm not selling my own products. What style Levi's do you pick up? I pretty much pick up every style Levi's. If they're between $3 to $5, I'll pick up any pair of Levi's and list them. But I list them for different prices depending on what they are. Like, for example, I actually paid up for a pair yesterday. It was a pair of Orange Tab. I forget the model, but it was a pair of Orange Tab made in USA vintage Levi's jeans. Those will go for like $35, $40, maybe even upwards of $50 depending on the model. So those I'll list a little bit higher. But typically when I pick up Levi's, $20 to $25 is what I'm listing them for. I'm trying to grab them for between $3 to $5. Usually I go to Red, White, and Blue, and they're like 75% off. They have them listed for like they're $12 and they're 75% off, so they end up being $3, and then I grab them at $3. But no, no specific styles. Everybody's asking about styles. Pretty much any pair of Levi's. Men's specifically. I don't pick up hardly any women's Levi's. Men's is what I'm talking about when I'm picking up Levi's. Did this miss hangers? No. She messaged me last night. She said that they're sanded, but she's going to Epcot today. She said most likely they'll be out Friday or Saturday. If not those 2 days, they'll be out Monday. So, but she has 25 available. She's gonna have 25 available. Yeah, Orange Tab are fire. Vintage Made in USA Orange Tab. There's newer retro styles of Orange Tab that aren't worth as much, but the Made in USA ones, those are worth good money. Appreciate the go, Eddie. Appreciate you. I'm going to do a reset here in just a minute on TikTok because good old TikTok already gave me a live restriction. What the heck? How? What did I do, chat? I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything this time. All right. Men's size small Ralph Lauren shirt. Chat, I'm going to ask you guys, what do you think this sold for? It's a men's size small, brand new with tag, Ralph Lauren shirt. It does have the pony hit on the front, and it's like a chambray Ralph Lauren shirt. What do you guys think this sold for? New with tags, a chambray, and a men's size small. Brand new with tags. What do you guys think? 52, 49. Drop it in the chat. What do you guys think? Usually Facebook and YouTube are a little bit slower with the answers. I think there's like a delay, so I'll give them a second while I log into Shippo. But brand new with tags, chambray, Ralph Lauren shirt. And it sold really fast too. We literally just listed this. Let me log in really quick. We got a 48, a 38, a 90, a 56, 25. You don't have eBay linked in my link tree? I do have eBay. My eBay store is linked near the bottom of my link tree. Found Brooks Brothers blazer, 2 gold buttons. Has damage to the armpit area. Not sure how to price. I'd price low. If it has damage to the armpit area, it's probably not worth that much. Shippo is cheaper than eBay shipping. Yes. In almost every case, Shippo will either be the same or less expensive, especially if you get to higher weight items like jeans and stuff like that. Usually you're always saving 50 cents to $1 on shipping. Also, if you sign up through the link in my bio over on Shippo, I have a link in there. You click on that, you sign up, you can link your eBay store to Shippo. So that's what I'm doing right now is I'm literally shipping on Shippo like this, shipping directly on Shippo. And then all the label information gets imported to eBay. If you sign up through my link, you get $25 for free on labels after you spend $25 on labels. So it's literally free money. At least use it to get your free 25 bucks. If you don't like it after that, at least you got $25 in free labels. That's how I feel about it. So Shippo told me to send you guys their way, and their job is to provide a really, really, really awesome platform for you. So that way you want to stick to it. So my job is just get you over there. So yeah, give it a try. Give it a try. Shipping is good for large boxes too. Yes, large boxes. Pretty much everything that's heavier weight, you'll get a better rate on Shippo. That's how I've seen it. Items that are like 11 to 12 ounces, things like that. Like this shirt, it's probably not going to be cheaper on Shippo. It's probably going to be the same price as eBay. It's never more expensive. It's always the same. But on heavier weight items, you're going to see a difference, and I'll show you that later on. So, just like Pirate Ship, you link it just like Pirate Ship. The only difference is with Shippo is you get that $25 after you spend $25. You don't get that with Pirate Ship. So that's why I partnered with Shippo, because it just makes sense. Pirate Ship is a free service. You can sign up. Also, Shippo, you can ship out 30 orders per month on Shippo without needing a subscription. You can do that every single month. So will it pull over from? No. So when you ship on eBay, that information goes to Nifty. But what you can do is at the end of the month, whatever you pay for on your Shippo labels, you can just put that into Nifty as an expense. So there's an expense line in Nifty. You can go through. Shippo will give you your reporting for the month, so it tells you exactly how much you paid for labels. And then on the first of the month, just go back in your expenses and put how much you paid in labels, and then you don't have to individually go in and put it in. If you want to, you can go individually put it in, but I wouldn't do it that way. All right, bunch of guesses on this. It's a men's small. It's a chambray shirt. These are like a denim look. People really like these because they're a denim look, but they're not denim. They're lightweight. And this one sold for $69.99 plus shipping, and it was listed. Let me see how long this was listed for. Hold on. I can look on Nifty and see how long this was listed. This was listed for 3 days. So sold for $69.99 in 3 days. So pick these up. If you find them, definitely pick them up. Also on Facebook and YouTube, I put the link for Shippo in the chat if you wanted to sign up and get that free 25. If you haven't shipped today, use it and get your free 25 because most likely you're going to have $25 worth of labels that you buy. So yes, $69.99. Good little sale right there. I got to set up all my desk. Kayla's been using my desk this morning, so everything's kind of jumbled up. Jumbled up. Even if the interior lining, no exterior damage, you take photos of it. But again, if Brooks Brothers gold button suits aren't like crazy high-end items, right? They're not like a $100 sale. They're like a $35 to $50 sale depending on the size. So if you have damage on the inside, you're automatically going to dip that price down because nobody wants to, it's on the inside. It's not a super big deal, but it's not a super high-end item either. So it's not going to hold its value, because it has damage. So if it was like a $35 suit, I'd probably list it for like 20 to 25 and just blow it out. That's what I would do. Surfs was close. He was close. He probably looked at my store, though. He probably cheated. He's a cheater. How does Shippo shipping work? Does it tracking information get imported to eBay? Yes. When you sign up for Shippo, you sign up and you link your eBay store automatically. You'll go through the whole process of linking your eBay store. It'll ask for access. You'll go on eBay, you'll sign in, and then the access will be given. And then after that, your orders will come into Shippo, and they look like this on the screen. So this Ralph Lauren shirt is right here. And it even has my custom SKU number. So if you wanted to ship directly from Shippo and not even have to go to eBay, you can just ship everything from Shippo and just go grab your custom SKUs this way. So do it like this, and then you're going to go review order. It's going to give you all of your information. It's going to show you what your item sold for, how much your shipping was, and now you're going to pick your weights. You can set custom weights like I did. So I have custom weight classes already built into Shippo. So this is 10 ounces. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to a 9 to 12 ounce bag because that weight class is the same. Whether it's 9 ounces or 12 ounces, you'll get charged the same in shipping. And then as you can see down here, it's going to charge me $6.18. I'll hit buy, I'll hit confirm purchase, and then it'll give me my label. I can't show you because I don't want to show the buyer's address. It'll give me my label, and then as soon as I print this out, the information gets sent from Shippo to eBay. As soon as I purchase it, the label information gets sent from Shippo to eBay, so I don't have to hop back and forth between platforms. And again, you'll always pay the same, if not cheaper, than eBay on Shippo. So you might as well just link your stuff and get discounts and labels. That's how I feel about it. Oops, oh wait, hold on. She unplugged my printer too. She unplugged everything. Boom. Jaden's printer has printed. Sold same on Amazon this week for $138. Let's go. What's up, bro? Thanks for the info. Appreciate you, eBay. What's up, eBay for life? You can say your name now because I already got a violation on TikTok. I don't know why the name of my channel is showing. It's not my name, it's Danny. Got you. Yeah, somebody else had that issue earlier. It must be an update with either the platform that I stream with, because as you can see right there, it says your name like that. It's either the platform I stream with or it's an update with YouTube. So I'm not sure. The shipping, Shippo send a QR code to the post office they can scan. I haven't bought a thermal printer yet. That I don't know. Somebody in the chat might be able to answer that. I've never used the QR code. I don't know. I'll have to ask Shippo because I don't know. I can't give you the answer to that. I shipped the other day on 3-pound box, a high value item. I saved about $2 because the insurance was cheaper. There you go. You don't have to add insurance to every order if you don't want to, but insurance was cheaper. They had a 3-pound box. There you go. They saved $2. That's $2 in savings right there that you didn't have if you shipped out on eBay. Are your Poshmark sales down lately? No, my Poshmark sales are up. My Poshmark sales are up. Up. Is your boot video still trending? Yes, it's at 14.1 million views right now. It's not taking off like it did the other day, although it has some spurts where you get some people who come in and complain, and that usually like triggers the algorithm a little bit. But it's not like doing like what it did the other day. The other day it was getting like 1 million views in like every like 2 hours. Now it's getting like 200,000 views a day, which is still really, really good for a video like that. So I plan to make a video after it hits $2,000 in revenue, and then I plan to make a video like advertising that you guys should make videos kind of thing. So I'm basically gonna the hook on that video is gonna be I paid my mortgage this month from a 14-second video on Facebook. That's gonna be my hook. So I'm waiting for it to get to that point where it hits what I pay for mortgage. It's almost there. It's $200 off. So yeah, Posh is way up. Some people are having good Posh sales and some people are having bad Posh sales. I'm having really good ones. Yesterday, I think I shipped out, I want to say it was like 5 or 6 Posh orders. I just got another Posh offer literally as we're talking right now. So I think it's the changes are actually, I don't know how, I don't know. I guess my items are getting pushed in the algorithm better than they were. So what's up, Amy? Is your Facebook page set up a business or a personal account? I think it's set up as a business. Either way, it doesn't matter. You can still get monetized either way. It's not like one will get monetized faster than the other. It's literally the same thing. So you can actually get monetized off of a Facebook, just a regular account, not even a page. I just have a page connected to an account. So if you're watching on TikTok really quick, I'm going to do a quick reset. So make sure you're following. Hit the follow button at the very top. I'm going to do a quick reset because I already got a violation on this live. So that way we can go back to the For You page. So I'll be right back. Let me just try this. If this happens again, chat, I'm not gonna put you guys through this and have you guys wait for me to reset a live. It's really annoying that they keep doing that. Anyways, next sale. Good sale right here. Another item that sold really fast. And a lot of people like complain about this brand and they don't pick it up because they say it doesn't sell very well. But I always pick it up, especially if it has a good pattern. And this is a men's Robert Graham shirt. So just listed this, as you can tell from the inventory number. This one sold for $31.50. That's a nifty offer. A nifty sent out a 10% out offer, and this person accepted. So $31.50 plus $7 in shipping on a Robbie G, and I think it's a short sleeve too. My sales have been up and down. It seems like a lot for us. This has been the case. Yeah, I mean that's part of selling, up and down sales. But so far so good with Posh sales for me. I've also been listing more consistently. We've been listing 20 per day. So I think that's helping get some sales rolling. Ooh, this is 8 ounces. Nice. I'm going to save a little bit of money on this. I thought this was a 9-ounce package. So this is going to cost me, what's up everybody? Sorry about the reset. $5.09 that shipped this out via Shippo. They're fine prior to the changes, but now they're pretty non-existent with a fraction of the feed activity. I don't know. I'm having good Posh sales. Some people are having good Posh sales. Some people are having bad Posh sales. If I get 2 to 3 sales per day, I'm happy with Posh sales. That's how I feel. And yeah, let me just see. Can I search by platform on here? Can't, can I? Sort by? No, I can't. So I've had 2 yesterday, and then the day before I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 the day before. So I'm seeing a I would say that's an increase. Midweek, 5 sales. I guess wait till the weekend to see what the weekend gives you. You got to use a Posh bot. Yeah, well, I use Nifty. Nifty's my Posh bot. Nifty's what gets me my Posh listings pushed. I have to go to Goodwill stores today. Not the bins. Ouch. Well, that could be good. I only go to the Goodwill stores too. Since I started listing consistently 6 to 10 a day, my sales have popped off on all platforms. I think consistent listing definitely is going to help you guys. Definitely. Nifty for the win. What percent increase did you see when you moved to Nifty immediately? That I don't know. I can't remember. I moved to Nifty. Well, I started cross listing with Nifty when cross listing first came out, and I had numbers. I had a video that I put out that had specific numbers, like a percent increase, but I forget. That video is older. You'd have to go back and scroll to find it. But I did see an increase as soon as I started cross listing. I have seen an increase too in newly listed items using the AI function. I was actually just talking to Chris and Surfs about this. We're in a group chat, and I was talking about them yesterday. And I talked to you guys about this the other day too. The newly listed items that are over in these boxes sell a lot faster, even though the items that are in those boxes are the same items that are in those boxes. And the only difference is I already got a visibility restriction. There's no way. The only difference is those boxes I listed by hand. I didn't list with Nifty's AI function. So that's the only thing I can think of. But yeah, I don't know the percent increase off the top of my head. Yeah, I use Poshbot, Nifty. This BLT are flying out the door. The Built, nice. Yes, I listed a Built the other day too. Have you sold any DSG items? Is that brand you like? Dick's Sporting Goods? No. Dick's Sporting Goods items, DSG branded, not very good at all. I know a lot of people buy them from pallets. There's some sellers on Whatnot that sell palletized DSG pallets that have like Carhartt and North Face and stuff like that, but the most of it is DSG. DSG branded items, they are going to sit in your stores for forever. If you look up sold versus listed, they're going to sit. The only way to move that stuff is to move it on a platform like Whatnot. So if you're buying those pallets, be very, very hesitant on the amount of DSG that's in those pallets because you are going to be stuck. You're going to be garage selling those. You're going to be taking them to flea markets to get rid of them. Those aren't items that sell well on platforms because they're just DSG branded items are just the lowest of the low at Dick's Sporting Goods. You really want the brand name items when you get those. So just be careful. I haven't watched that person on whatnot. Thankfully, eBay has picked up slack. Nice. In general, do you reduce pricing when you relist via Unifty? I don't. I keep everything the same price. That's a good question, but I keep everything the same price. I don't drop the price. No. Well, that was weird. Just switch to Nifty. I don't know why I didn't do it sooner. I'd uh, I'd pricey. It's pricey, but definitely an investment. Yes, Nifty is like on par with Vendu and List Perfectly. They're like top of the food chain. That's why they're priced the way they are. But yes, that's why I promote it. I get those same kind of responses after people go to Nifty. They're like, "Hey, I switched over from Vendu. Hey, I switched over from Flip. Hey, Flip is cheaper, but I switched over because I wanted to give Nifty a try, and man, it beat Flip out of the water." So, yeah, give it a try if you haven't already. There's a link in my bio to sign up for Nifty too if you want to give that a try. What's the difference between thermal printer you have here on TikTok versus the Amazon link? Saw a big price difference. There's no difference. They're the same exact printers, but for some reason, some brands on TikTok Shop are a lot cheaper than the ones that are on Amazon and vice versa. It just depends on where they're putting it, but it's the same exact printer. I literally looked up the same model. So wherever it's cheaper, I think it's cheaper on TikTok right now. If it's cheaper on TikTok, go to TikTok and buy it. If it's cheaper on Amazon, go to Amazon and buy it. But yeah, it's the same exact printer. There's no difference at all. It's the same exact model. It's kind of weird how brands are different. So somebody said I got mine from Temu. There you go. Got yours from Temu. They all come from the same place. They're all China-made products. So yeah, I don't know why. I saw that the other day too. It was like way more expensive on Amazon, but maybe they're trying to just push TikTok Shop. There's some brands that do that. Like Hey Dude is all over TikTok Shop now. They're becoming a really popular shoe brand like all over again because they're getting into the TikTok Shop algorithm. So thoughts on selling to somebody. Thoughts on somebody just joined yesterday, no feedback, $70 item. I think it's fine because a lot of people that you're selling to that have a zero feedback are people that found your item on Google. So they don't have an eBay account. They went through like a guest checkout and it just created like a random username for them. They have no feedback because they don't really have an account. They're just buying from you from Google search. So don't worry too much about it. eBay has tons of protections too. So if anything happened, usually you're going to be protected with that kind of thing. So I have two built large shirts. Should I lot or sell individual? I usually sell built shirts, BYLT shirts, or as I call them, BLT shirts on whatnot. I sell those individually because they're really good. They're a hot selling like athletic wear brand, especially the Shackets. If you can find the Shackets, easy money. I sold a $300 item this way. Yeah, they mostly go to newer users. So, do you only sell clothes? Yes, mainly clothing. I will sell some hard goods. I did sell a pair of shoes. You guys will see that later on in the live. But yes, I'll sell everything, but I'm mainly focused on clothing. Do you offer free ship on Posh and Depop? No, I charge shipping on both of those platforms. I never get free shipping, and I use both of those platforms' label system to get my labels. So if somebody bought something on Depop, I'm not going to go off platform and ship it. I'm just going to use Depop shipping. Finding tons of fake polo and Lululemon at thrifts. Yeah, the other day I was almost going to take a picture and put in my stories about how fake the polo Ralph Lauren polo was, but be very careful. There's lots of fake polos out there. Are there restrictions on how you label or talk about luxury designer brands on Whatnot or any platform? I found a few yesterday, but don't want to get flagged for listing stuff wrong. No, you just have to make sure they're authentic. If you're selling a high-end piece, make sure you do your due diligence, make sure they're authentic. That's one reason why we don't sell purses, even though purses are highly profitable, is because Kayla and I really don't know how to authenticate them. So we don't worry about picking them up. There are services that'll authenticate them for you. Red, white, and blue is notorious for selling fakes, so we try to avoid the purse section. But just make sure they're authentic. Do your due diligence, make sure they're authentic, and then sell them. That's what I would say. Try not to sell fakes. One more reset on TikTok. Make sure you follow, and I'll be right back. Gosh, TikTok. Last chance. I got a live restriction way too fast. That was like instantaneous. Instantaneous. All right, next up. LL Bean. This is a full zip LL Bean jacket. This is a good one to look out for. Obviously, around this time, it's like bread and butter. LL Bean has like a season it'll sell. It'll usually sell between now and like February, March, and then it'll fall off for the year. So if you pick them up, you got to wait to list them. This one sold for $24.99 plus ship. Little bread and butter item. You grab these for $5 at a thrift store. Sell them for $24.99. That's pretty much what I'm looking for when I grab myself some LL Bean. Sorry, chat. I got to keep doing resets over here. It's crazy. The other day we went so long without one restriction. So long without one restriction. At least we're not getting bananaed, right? At least we're not getting those anymore. That's a plus. I'll take a restriction over a live ban every single day of the week. Because I hate dealing with live bans. Ooh, I hate it. Alright. Slide this in. This is a thick boy. It's a thick boy. Barely fits in there. I ordered some bigger bags too. They should be coming at some point today. I was actually hoping they came yesterday because I do have a package going out that I'll probably have to wait to ship until tomorrow because I need the bigger bags. But oh well, it's sold today, so technically it doesn't have to ship till tomorrow anyway. Marketplace is nothing but fake products right now. Yeah, I don't like Facebook Marketplace. I just don't like it. I don't see any high-end advantages to listing over there. All right, that one's 2 pounds. I only charged $7 in shipping. I don't know why it has $7 shipping on here. I should have charged 10, but let's see how much it's going to cost to ship. It's definitely going to be over $7. $8.59. Not too much of a loss through Shippo. I live in Maine. Find so much LL Bean, but never have been able to move them. Like, oh yeah, Patagonia North Face is always going to move better than LL Bean for sure. LL Bean's more like a bread and butter. If you find the flannels, the like heavy flannels, the shackets, the lined ones, you're going to see an LL Bean, another LL Bean piece later on in this live. You pick those up, $5 what you're looking to pick those up for. Sell them for $24.99 plus ship. Bright color flannels, those always do really well for me, especially this time of year. Appreciate everybody hopping back in. Ever buy your inventory from the Bay and resell it? Yeah, I've done that before. I've also bought it from other platforms and then resold it back on the Bay. Well, last question about the same thing. That person made an offer versus just buying it. Still the same thoughts on it? Yeah, it's fine. Zero feedback buyers. There's always people joining platforms all the time. I wouldn't worry too much about it. I wouldn't cancel the sale because a new buyer bought an item. So when using Nifty, I create the listing and then on the Bay and then cross list to others. I offer free shipping on the Bay, so when I cross list, I have to change the price for Posh and Depop. Annoying. What I would suggest, what I do, is I charge shipping on the Bay and I just keep the price the same on all platforms. It makes my life so much easier. I know people will do free shipping on the Bay because they feel like that gives them like a boost in the algorithm. But I actually saw an increase in sales when I dropped my prices and charged shipping on top at the same price, $22.99 plus ship, $22.99 plus $7 shipping, and $30 free shipping, or $29.99 free shipping. I saw an increase in sales when I did the $22.99 plus ship method. I actually started doing it when I first met Surfs. Huge increase. Now I charge shipping on everything, so I don't have to worry about changing prices when I go to other platforms. You're just adding an extra unnecessary step that you don't really have to. And yes, eBay tells you to do the, I said the E word. They tell you to do the free shipping method. I don't see a huge increase when I get free shipping. So I think buyers mentally see $22.99 plus $7 shipping as cheaper than $29.99 free shipping. When they see that price, they just automatically think, oh, it's cheaper. So I already got to visit. See, I said eBay. Damn it. Okay, I'm not doing any more resets over there. I'm tired of TikTok for today. TikTok, I'm tired of you for today. That's just ridiculous. I already got a freaking... already got a visibility restriction. It's been 2 minutes because I said eBay once. I saw somebody else. I was on their live the other day. It was a random person, and they were talking about Posh and eBay and all this stuff, and they never got a visibility restriction. It was like a bigger creator too, and they didn't get a visibility restriction. I already got one. Freaking stupid. Anyways, this was just listed 2 days ago too. This is a Polo Ralph Lauren knit vest. Really good one. Polo Ralph Lauren knit vest. This is a men's size 2XL, so I list this a little bit higher. Nothing crazy about this knit vest. This one sold for $34.99 plus $10 in shipping. So this person's all in for $44.99 on that Polo Ralph Lauren knit vest. What's up, Erica? So pick these up. If you find them, pick them up. Types of LL Bean items. Yeah, the one like the spell out hoodies, things like that with LL Bean, they sell really, really well. I'm doing another jewelry show on Whatnot. It'll be live unboxing. I have never done that before, so we'll see. Nice. Add a little bit of mystery to it. I think the mystery helps the lives for sure. Add a little mystery to your lives. All right, this one's going to ship out for, let's see. This one's going to ship out. Shippo is charging me $7.45, which means I'm making $2.55 profit on that shipping, which is good. Helps out a little bit. What's up, Erica? It's $25 on all 4 platforms with ground advantage. I missed that. I just saw that. What are we talking about? I'm lost. I read so many different comments. Are you having a Whatnot show tonight? I am. Tonight is going to be mixed brands. Tomorrow night's going to be kids show, and then Saturday night's going to be mixed brands again. Tonight's going to be a smaller show. Thursday nights, I'm only trying to move like 60 items on a Thursday night show, so that's probably what you're going to see tonight is right around 60 items, but it's going to be all really good stuff. It's going to kind of be like a Saturday show almost, but it's not a Saturday show. Did I just sell something on eBay? I think I did. Hold on, did I? Or did Kayla just... Oh, I think Kayla missed this one. She didn't grab that one. I'll grab it after. It's fine. Next up, Peter Millar, Crown Crafted with a really good pattern. This one was sitting for a little bit. I have no clue why, because it has a really, really good pattern. Maybe I had this price too high. This one sold for pre-owned condition, Peter Millar, $45 plus $7 shipping. So maybe I had a price too high. Maybe that's why it sat for a little bit. But $45 for a pre-owned Peter Millar. I'll take that all day. What time is the show tonight? All the shows tonight, tomorrow, and Saturday are 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can actually go bookmark them right now if you want to, so you get a notification as soon as we go live. Also, if you haven't signed up for Whatnot, there's a link in my bio. If you sign up through that link, you get $15 for free. It's literally free money. You can use it on tonight's show, tomorrow's show. You can use it on somebody else's show. It doesn't matter. It's literally free money just sitting in my bio for you to click on and enjoy. Free money. What size inventory story box is 28 by 8 by 8. If you go through my, if you're on YouTube, go to my profile. There's a link tree in my bio. Click on that link tree and go to the products we use on a daily basis section. For that specific, for the boxes, all the stuff you need to make that system is all like within one section of the Amazon link tree. So click on that. You can find it. Also, if you're watching on TikTok, most of those products are in the TikTok shop in my bio too. I love making sales while I'm packing orders. Yes, that's my favorite thing to do. Make sales while you're packing. Make money while you're making money. What size poly bags do you use to ship button-down shirts in? 10 by 13. Again, if you're watching this, you're on YouTube too. Go to my link tree in my bio. Here, I'll throw it in the chat. Actually, make it easier for you to click on. Oh, I gotta log in really quick. Hold on. Remember this device for 30 days. Yes, please. So I don't have to do this every time. Share. If you go here and you click on the products we use on a daily basis, which I think is a second or third link, that's where you can find all the products we use. That's Amazon affiliate links. So you just go there and click on it. You buy something and we get a little bit of kickback. Or not kickback, sorry. Can't say kickback. I gotta say commission. People get offended when I say kickback. How many items do you list a day? 20 per day, Monday through Thursday is what we're trying to do. And then 10 on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I just sold a polo on the bay. It's my cha-ching. Let's go. Nice. I sold a bunch of polo. You guys about to see a whole spree of polo right here. Did you understand my previous post that I finally got to meet Surfs? You got to meet him? I'm sorry that you had to go through that. You know, hopefully he treated you nice. Every time he meets me, he makes fun of me the whole time. Hopefully he didn't do the same thing to you. I apologize. Hopefully one day you get to meet me and I can make up for that altercation with Surfs. I apologize. Sold the bin items titled "Ugly Christmas Sweater Zipper Doesn't Work Large." Sold for $12.99 last night. Nice. Let's go. Hey, you got it from the bins. You got it really cheap. That's what it's about. Will there be anything on the show tonight that I can resell for a profit? Every single thing that we sell on Whatnot, we sell on eBay. So all the same brands you see me shipping out right here will be sold on Whatnot. Now, can I guarantee that you're going to buy it at a price that you can resell? No, because we have natural customers that come to our show that are looking for specific items for themselves, but there are always deals that are given. So come to the show. You can see what we have. Feel free to bid to whatever you feel like you can profit at, and then just stop bidding, right? That's my suggestion, but I can't I can't guarantee there's going to be an item that you can buy and flip. Because our objective as resellers ourselves is to try to get the most we can for our consigners, most we can per item. So there are some pieces that slide under the table and you can get for good prices, but there's other ones that go for full price. You got to be there and you got to swipe, and sometimes the whole chat falls asleep. And the other week we had an Eddie Bauer goose down trench coat go for $11, and that's like a $40 to $50 jacket all day on the bay. So that person's going to make money. There's certain people that I know when they bid and win items, that those items are going to be resold because they bid at a certain price. They hit that certain level and they're like, I'm not going any higher, and they just happen to win one every now and then. Next up, Tommy Bahama, but this is the Gators. Always look for schools and also look for NFL, MLB team Tommy Bahama pieces and list them a little bit higher than you usually do because they usually sell a little bit higher than basic Tommy Bahama pieces sell for. So $31.50 is what I sold this one for, plus $10 in shipping. We can do a little experiment here and see what eBay is going to charge us for shipping, and then what Shippo is going to charge us for shipping, because this item should be over £1, which means Shippo should have a better rate than eBay, even though we're putting in all the same dimensions that we're doing on eBay. So this one weighs 1 pound 6 ounces, so it's going to be a 1 to 2 pound item. So let me go over to eBay. I'll show my screen on Facebook and YouTube. If you're watching this on TikTok, you got to hop over to those other two platforms so you can see the difference in shipping. So here we go. 2 pounds for this one is going to cost me $6.54. Now this is going from Florida to Florida. So if it is cheaper, it's not going to be that much cheaper because it's literally going like right around the corner from my house. So $6.54. And then if we go over to Shippo, and let's see, is it going to be cheaper or is it going to be the same? $6.45. So even though it's right down the street, you're still going to save a little bit of money. It's very, very little because obviously the distance is very, very minimal. But still, that's what I've seen every single time. If an item is over 1 pound shipping and you ship via Shippo, you're going to get a better rate than you are on eBay. So saved a little bit of money. It doesn't cost me any extra to do so. You just buy the label and ship it out. Easy peasy. So there you go, little experiment. Now, if that was going to like California, you would have saw a way better rate, but that's just going from Florida to Florida. So somebody was saying that the other day, like they didn't see a difference in rates if they were shipping to a close state. That's literally same state, and I see a difference. So I think they were putting their label information in wrong, because I don't see how you wouldn't see a decrease if you're shipping something around a pound. What's your return rate on eBay? I probably can look this up. Let me see. Probably in analytics, right? Performance, service metrics. Is that where it is? 4 returns. No, that can't be right. I have more than 4 returns. Summary. Let's go to summary. I don't know where do I find return rate? Does anybody know? It's a good question because I don't look up my return rate very often. Return rate. No, that's not it. I don't know where to find it. If I knew where to find it, I would tell you. It's got to be under sales, maybe? Sales. Yeah, I don't know where to find it. If I knew where to find it, I'd tell you. I only have currently right now, I can tell you this. Right now, do you pay for returns? I have buyer pays return shipping, and sometimes I pay for return shipping. Right now, I have 4 open returns. 4 open returns. My average sales have actually gone up in the last couple weeks. I'm probably selling somewhere between 15 and 20 items per day. So to have 4 open returns for that many sales is not that much. And most of these are for fit issues. I do give free returns on most of those items. But for example, right now, I have 4 items coming back to me, and 2 of the 4 buyer pays return shipping on. So I really don't have to worry about paying I don't have any costs coming out because buyer pays return shipping. And I'll say this, like once one item per month that gets returned doesn't actually get returned, and I don't have to worry about paying that return shipping because they just don't return it. So I don't have to worry about it. Returns are something that hold a lot of people back. They're like, hey, I'm not going to do eBay because, people are scamming and people are returning items for fit, even though it does fit. But it's very, very few and far between. Don't let that hold you back from listing. Did I understand a previous post that you finally got to meet Surf? Oh, that I got to meet him? Yeah, I met him a couple times actually, and like I said, he always makes fun of me every time I meet him. So he's not that nice of a guy. But yes, I've met Surfs multiple times. So I already read that. My bad. Yeah, my bad. I misread your comment. I have to change my show date. Hard to compete with the master. You have to change your show date. No, you can go go same time as me. That's fine. Go same time. There's so many people shopping on Whatnot. Go same time. Our show is gonna be a short show today too. So go before me. Go after. It doesn't matter. It's in your top. It's in your top rated. It's in your top rated below standard. Top rated. I just don't know where to find that. I'm not gonna go through the process of finding it. Oh, here we go. Seller, past seller, late shipment, cases closed, return rate 3.68. I have 27 returns out of 733. Majority of those are all fit issues. That's going to happen with clothing. But that's not really too bad. 3.68, 27 out of 733 transactions. I think that's pretty good actually for clothing. If I'm selling hard goods, I expect way less of a return rate. I think most hard goods sellers probably have between 1% to 2%. I think clothing sellers have more. If you guys want to figure out what your return rate is, by the way, the way you do it, I appreciate you for helping me out, is you go to, what do I go to? Seller level. So performance, seller level, you scroll down to the bottom and it has your return rate at the bottom. So I think that's pretty good. I think that's pretty good for a return rate. Again, it's not that I'm doing something wrong. It's that most people are buying my items and then saying they don't fit. So it's going to happen with clothing. I put all my measurements. I take photos of the measurements now. There's hardly any way to prevent a return if you're going to do all that extra steps and people still return your items. So next up, Polo Ralph Lauren men's solid black chino shorts. I pick these up all the time because I love picking these up. They're just bread and butter sales. This one sold really quickly too. Sold for $22.50. That's a nifty sale. Nifty sent out a 10% out offer, and this person accepted. How's thrifting been? Thrifting's been good the last couple weeks. I wanted to go thrifting today, but we're probably not. I want to set up for the Whatnot show today. Stop picking on Surfs. No, I'm going to keep picking on him. I don't care. He picks on me all the time, Amy. Don't you? You know you've been in his lives. He picks on me every day. He makes me cry. So I'm going to make him cry. That one's going to ship out for £2. 2 pounds. And let's see. Let's see what the shipping is on this one. So shipping is $7.92. What would it be on eBay if I shipped out the same item? Same exact item at £2 rate. Here we go. Here's a good example for you guys too. Difference in shipping. Same exact item, $8.55 to ship this item out. If you go over to Shippo, same exact item. This is why I'm promoting Shippo. $7.92. You can see the same exact thing, 1 to 2 pound bag. $7.92 is what Shippo is going to charge me. So I'm saving almost $1 just by shipping on Shippo. Same exact thing, putting it in a poly bag, shipping it out the same way, almost $1 saving. So if you sell stuff that are over a pound, I would highly suggest going over to Shippo and just checking the rates. It's that easy. And again, if you sign up through my link in my bio, you get $25 for free after you spend $25 on Shippo. Easy money. Save that money. And save that money and make a little bit of money too. How do you designate what items offer free returns? Anything under a pound is usually free returns, Ralph. Anything over a pound, like this item specifically, would be buyer pays return shipping. Almost all my jeans and my jackets are all basically are the items that I do buyer pays return shipping on. Brooks Brothers, next up. Oh, this is a suit jacket, I believe. Brooks Brothers men's jacket. Let me make sure this is the right one, actually. Oh, this is LL Bean. I don't think Kayla grabbed the suit jacket. I sold the Brooks Brothers. I'll grab it afterwards for $72. Oh, it's such a good sale, though. Maybe I'll grab it. I'll try to grab it at the end. But this is another thing that sold. This, somebody was asking about LL Beans earlier. This is an LL Bean men's. It's called the Hurricane Lined Jacket. It has a plaid liner, as you can see on the inside. And it's brand new with tags. Retail on this was $74. But even though retail was 74, I still sold this for $49.99 plus shipping because this is one of the styles that everybody likes, the plaid lined ones. It's a good size. And yeah, the style is what's going to get it to sell. So brand new with tags. I think I thrifted this for like 10 bucks and sold it for $49.99 plus shipping. So be on the lookout for these. Even in pre-owned condition, you can usually grab these for like right around 5 and sell them for like 25 to 35, depending on the size. But yeah, nice little sale. LL Beans. Not all LL Beans are created equal. Some are better than others. And then what do you pay for shipping? 7 cents per label? What do you mean? The cost per label? Whether I ship on eBay or I ship on Shippo, the label cost is exactly the same because I paid for the label. I still have to, yeah, I don't understand the question. I still got to buy the label. The actual label itself, you have to still buy if you're going to ship on eBay, right? There's no additional cost per, I don't know what you're asking. If you're asking about the actual cost per label, like the cost to actually buy the labels, you would still have to buy those same labels for eBay, right? Unless you take them to the post office and ship them that way. But then you got to wait in line, and time is money. If you're saving 7 cents to stand in line for 30 minutes, I don't think you're actually saving money. You're wasting too much time waiting in line. Can you post a link to your Whatnot sale today to be a member to watch? Let me see if I can do that. I don't know if I can do that actually. Hold on. Here, what I'll do is I'll throw this link in the chat. And if you click on this link, if you've never been on Whatnot before, it'll give you $15. If you've already been on Whatnot, then it'll take you right to my profile. So what does Shippo charge? Shippo charges you for the labels. You get 30 for free every single month. So you don't have to pay an additional cost to get the labels. You get 30. And then after 30, you got to pay for a subscription, which is $20 a month. So if you like it, you paid for your 30, you like it, you want to do the subscription, you can, or you can just wait for next month and do the Shippo label. So what I would suggest is to ship your higher weight items, so that way you don't have to pay for the subscription if you don't want to. If you end up saving $1 on right around 50 cents to $1 on each label, and you've done that and you've shipped out 5 days and you're already in savings, you might as well pay for the subscription because you're going to save more money than 20 bucks by the end of the month, right? It's just a math equation at the end of the day. But it doesn't cost you any more to print the label. You're not paying like an additional 7 cents per label. You're paying what the label cost is, what it shows on your screen. That's what you're paying. Yeah, Shippo charges membership after 30 items. So you can ship 30 items a month. What I would suggest you guys do, go try it out. You can ship out 30 items, so you should be able to hit that free 25 within your first like 5 to 6 items you ship. Then your next 5 to 6 items are going to be free shipping because you're going to hit that 25 bucks. And then again, if you like the service and you're like, hey, I'm saving money on these labels, I ship out 20 items a day, 10 of which are heavier items. I'm saving $1 per item. So if I pay $20 for a subscription, I'm actually saving money in the long run every single month. Then that's when you buy the subscription. If you don't ship that many items and it doesn't make sense, just do the free 30 per month and you don't have to pay for the subscription, right? That's what I would do it. That's how I would do it. How do you keep track of unlisted items for tax purposes? I keep all my receipts. So anything I buy at the end of the year, I use all my receipts for that year for tax purposes. This year, our goal is actually to get everything listed before the end of the year. And that's what we're working on right now, is to get everything listed before the end of the year. Yeah, but I just keep my receipts. So whatever I pay for that year is what I use for tax purposes. But you pay more in postage because eBay gives you the discount, right? No. Let me show you this again really quick. You don't pay more in postage. I wouldn't promote a platform for you guys to sign up for if you're going to pay more in postage. That wouldn't make any sense. Why would you guys sign up if that was the case? Literally nobody would sign up. Okay, here. I'll show you how this, I haven't even looked at the Shippo rate and I already know that this is going to be cheaper. So we're going to go into this LL Bean Hurricane jacket. This thing weighs 2 pounds. So if you weigh 2 pounds, it's going to be $7.67 with eBay's discounted shipping rate. Same exact order, same exact thing. You can see down here, $7.67. Now, if you go over to Shippo, which is right here, you're going to, hold on a second, going to the wrong tab. Shippo. Same exact item, LL Bean Hurricane Jacket, we're going to do 1 to 2 pounds because that's what this bag is. We've determined that. Remember, $7.67 is what eBay was charging us. Shippo is going to charge us $7.17. So you're saving 50 cents on this specific order because you ship through Shippo instead of shipping through eBay with their discounted rates. So every item, every single item I've ever shipped on Shippo that has been over 1 pound, I've always saved shipping on. Every single one. There hasn't been one circumstance, even shipping from Florida to Florida, I saved a little bit, very little bit, but I saved a little bit on shipping. So just give it a try. Again, I'll throw the link in the chat one more time for you guys just hopping in. But again, with my link, you spend $25, you'll get $25 free credit. They basically just refund you $25 after you've spent $25 on your next few labels that you buy. So you might as well use it and get that free 25 bucks. And then if you save money, great. If you go there and you say K-Way lied and I'm not saving money on items over a pound, then you never have to use it again, but at least you got that free 25 bucks, right? And then you got $25 free labels. So look over my closet. Well, I'm not doing any closet reviews right now. Me and Surf's got to talk. I got to do a closet review with that guy. I got to do a closet review with Surf's. Let me throw the link again in the chat for those of you just hopping in. Let me try to find it. Here it is right here. Boom. But you'll never pay, from what I've seen, you're either going to, if it's under a pound, usually it's the same as eBay rates. So you're going to, if it's $7.50, you're going to get charged $7.50 if it's under a pound. If it's over a pound, usually it's always cheaper to ship on Shippo. And then you link your eBay account to Shippo. As soon as you ship your item, the label information gets sent from Shippo to eBay. So you never have to take the label information and copy and paste it. It's automatically sent from one platform to the other. So there's no additional steps. You can actually just go directly on Shippo like I'm doing right now and ship out all your eBay orders. You can even pull your eBay orders. For example, I haven't pulled this one yet. So the order number is 6566. So I'm going to come over here. 6566. I don't think Kayla's pulled this one yet. Yeah, here it is right here. 6566. So I can pull this item right in front of you guys, pull it from Shippo. I don't need to go to eBay to look at my SKU number because my SKU number is already shown on Shippo. And then from here, I can just view order, ship out this order. So there's no back and forth. It's not like there's additional steps. Somebody said that yesterday, like, why would you take all those additional steps on one of my videos? I was like, there literally is no additional steps. You can do everything from Shippo. It's a beautiful thing. What time will we be on Whatnot? I'll be on Whatnot at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Go bookmark the show if you haven't already. It's gonna be a fun show. Appreciate all the likes over here, by the way. We're in TikTok jail, so we're only gonna get like 30 people in here. So it's a good time to ask your questions because I was naughty and I said the word eBay. Do you cross-list items from eBay to Whatnot? If so, when you sell on Whatnot, does it mass delist? No. So there's no platform currently, even Vendu doesn't do this. There's no platform currently that will delist items from the marketplace or from an auction from your other platforms. I'm hoping Nifty does it. I'm hoping Nifty is the first to be able to do it because that would be crazy good for me and my business. But no, I actually don't list, and anything that's listed on eBay is not listed on Whatnot. We don't run it on Whatnot. If I ran something on Whatnot, I would pull it down from all the platforms before I ran it on Whatnot because it's almost guaranteed it will sell. What's up, Liv? It almost guaranteed it will sell. So I'm going to pull it before so I don't make a double sale. But yeah, currently right now, there's no platform that offers that service of a delist if you sell it on auction or sell it through Whatnot Marketplace. Be careful with saving thermal receipts. They fade. You have to keep them for 5 years. I take pictures of receipts and save. Yeah, I also have a full spreadsheet, Ralph, too, of all my receipts. So I input my receipts into there. And then what I could do is I can match my spreadsheet to my bank statement. And so if the IRS ever wanted proof, I could just go, here's the date I purchased this item on, and here it is from my bank statement. So yeah, receipts are not the best way to keep track of your stuff. You can either do what Ralph does, so you can take photos of them. There's apps too. You can log your receipts through like a scanner, and then it scans into the app. There's those services. Or you just keep a spreadsheet and have your bank statements, and then you can match both of those together too. I'm number 7, love watching these videos. I'm learning so much. What's up, Joanne? Appreciate you hopping in. 100 packages from the UK too. That's awesome. 100 packages a month over pound minus $20 membership is an extra $60 a month. Math.
Nifty question. Do you use any of the advanced settings filters on Nifty dashboard? I don't think so. I think I just use the regular settings. I don't go in and do the advanced. I don't go in and do like certain items over certain days, get certain offers, things like that. I just keep it plain and simple. Keep it simple, stupid. That's what I do. Keep it simple. The shipping give you a QR code. I don't know if Shippo gives a QR code. That might be the only downfall to those of you who take your packages and go to the post office and get them scanned in. But if that's the case, I would really highly suggest you just go buy a thermal printer. If you are standing in line every single day to even if you have like one or two packages and you're standing in line or you go into the kiosk, which isn't an actual postal scan, by the way. So if your package gets lost, you don't get the insurance. But if you're standing in line for 20, 30 minutes a day, you got the drive time to the post office, or maybe it's on the way to work and you still got to stop in, it takes you an extra 5 minutes. You're wasting time. Time is money. Just go buy yourself a thermal printer. They're so cheap. The thermal printer, the Jadens that I made a video on yesterday, I think it's in TikTok shop for like 60 bucks. Just buy it for 60 bucks. Get your thermal labels and print them at home, and then you don't have to stand and wait in line anymore. You don't have to stop in the post office. I think that's the way to go. Do you sign up for Pro on Shippo or API? I have the $20 version, so I actually pay for the $20 a month version. They don't give it to me for free because I'm shipping all my stuff out. But if I went back, I should probably go back and see how much I've saved because I've saved quite a bit. I ship out 2 pound packages all day, every day. So why are you using Shippo? Shippo gives the same rates or cheaper than eBay's discounted rates. And again, if you sign up through my link, you get $25 for free after you spend 25. So that's another perk you get that you don't get with a platform like Pirate Ship. They partner with me, and that's the discount they were able to give me. I might try to get a higher discount too for you guys. Maybe after they see my results, and they'll be like, "Hey, we'll give you a better rate so you can sign up more people." How do you work out what profit you're going to get before you buy something? You look at what it's listed for and what it's selling for and what you're paying for it. So if I'm paying 5 and I'm selling for 25, I know that I'm going to make somewhere around a $12 to $15 profit, depending on how much I charge for shipping and all that stuff. So that's how you figure it out. There's also sites. If you Google eBay shipping or eBay calculator, you can put in the price of your item. It'll automatically calculate the fees for you and then what you charge for shipping. So when you're at the store, you can figure out how much profit you're going to make at the store before you even buy the item. Hey there, what measurements do you take for shirts, long sleeve? So Mark, what I want you to do is I want you to watch this video. Let me find it for you. This is how we do all of our listing. Also, if you've never watched this video before, I'd highly suggest watching it. But this shows you what measurements we take, how we take our photos, how we list the items with Nifty. All that stuff is in the video that I just put down in the chat. So it's about to come through on Facebook. It's taken a second. Let me see if it came through. So click that link, go. It'll show you that the pit to pit, the top to bottom measurements, all that stuff that we take. It's a really, really good, easy watch. Do you use Pirate Ship? No, I use Shippo now. Shippo and Pirate Ship are very, very similar, except with Shippo, you get $25 after you spend $25. That's the only difference. That's like the main difference. Also, somebody posted, I did make a post on my Facebook page. Somebody who uses Pirate Ship also started using Shippo because of my link, and they said, I might as well get that $25 and see if I like it. And they said, per them, that they're saving more money shipping out things like shoes on Shippo than they were on Pirate Ship, because Shippo offers more services than Pirate Ship offers. So they're probably picking different services than USPS. They're probably picking like UPS. What's that UPS ground? There's like a UPS Surpost or something like that. They're probably picking that rate, and they're getting a much cheaper rate. So they're actually saving. They said they're going to save like $700 this month shipping out their orders on Shippo as opposed to Pirate Ship. So again, give it a try. You might as well give it a try. Does Nifty export cost of goods for unsold listed items? I don't know. I know it does for sold items. That I don't know, because when I do my tax at the end of the year, I do off of what I paid for that year. So if I paid $100,000 for my inventory that year, I used $100,000 for that inventory. I'm not taking each and individual cost of goods for all my items sold. That might be a question that you send over to Nifty and ask them. If you send them via their contact me at the bottom, that's a question that they can answer really, really fast for you. If you do 6 or 10 packages, buy a thermal printer. Exactly. Just buy a thermal printer. Quit standing in line at the post office. I get it. They're giving you a free label and you're like not paying for the labels, but the labels are like pennies. You're literally waiting in line to save pennies. You're wasting time is money. So print those at your house. Print them at the house. Are you having to adjust your measurements from Nifty AI? Doing them? Yes. Every once in a while, Nifty will be off by by like an inch or two, and I'll just change it. It takes me like 2 seconds. It's still faster than me creating the listing and typing in each individual measurement, because I'd say about 50% of the time it gets it right. So take that into account. If you were having to type each one and Nifty does 50% of them for you, you're still saving more time doing it that way. So USPS SurePost, yeah, UPS SurePost, that's what it is. Basically, you ship through USPS, and then the end delivery gets delivered by the post office, and that's usually cheaper. I think that's how they're getting that cheaper rate. I made a video like your boot video. It's almost at 600 views on TikTok. More followers coming in too. There you go. Harbor Finds made a video. I told you guys, such an easy video to make. Make that video. Make that video. All right. I'm gonna ship out next these on clouds. Actually, oh crap, I need the bags. I'm gonna have to ship these in a box, which is gonna cost me more money. I do have big, huge bags on the way. I might be able to finagle this without, but these on clouds. If you guys remember from the video the other day, I found these at Goodwill for $10.68, I believe it was. I listed these yesterday with Nifty. Nifty put in all the keywords and everything for me. I didn't even have to really look these up. And these sold for $49.99 plus shipping. I probably could have got more, but I listed them, and within 2 hours, I got a $50 offer. So I was like, I'm taking that. I paid $10 for them. I could wait for an extra $10, or I could just move these really fast and get these out the door. And that's what I did. So on clouds going out the door, $49.99 plus shipping. I'm going to make some people mad right here. And I'm actually going to ship these out in a bag. That's what Mr. Ethan Banks does. So that's what I'm going to start doing with shoes. I used to always ship shoes in a box, but shoes like this should easily be able to fit into a bag and ship in a bag, and you'll get a cheaper rate if you ship. They shouldn't get destroyed in shipment. If they do, for whatever, get destroyed in shipment, it means the shoes were probably going to get destroyed the first time they were walked into. So shoes are pretty durable. That's one thing people don't give shoes credit for. They ship them in a box because they're like, oh, I don't want the shoes getting damaged. But running shoes like this, they should easily be able to fit into a bag, save a little bit of money on shipping. But I don't have my bigger bags. That's the only issue. Actually, no, I have big bags. I have big. Hang on. We're going to fix this. I'm going to throw them in here. Throw them in one of these. And then put them into a poly bag. And I'm probably going to have to double poly bag because, again, I don't have my my other poly bag. I ordered some, but Amazon hasn't delivered them yet. I have a big 17 by 22 inch poly bags. My wireless thermal printer is LifeSaver. Well, there you go. Pick whatever thermal printer works for you. I picked the Jaden's. The reason I didn't get a wireless one is because I don't really need it to be wireless because I just ship from my desk. So I just went with the wired one. But if you want a wireless, go with the wireless. So I got a new thermal printer and made sure to get a Bluetooth cable. Oh yeah, mine's Bluetooth as well too. If you go watch my video, if you're watching on TikTok, also if you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, go to my video on TikTok, because I guess on Amazon they're more expensive than what they are on TikTok. So it's the same exact thermal printer, but go watch it. And if you need a thermal printer, buy through TikTok. Also, TikTok does a lot of times they give coupons. So buy it through TikTok, use your coupons, get a higher discount off of it. Buy a thermal printer. Save yourself so much time and trouble standing in line at the post office. Why are you standing in line at the post office? What size bag are you purchasing? They're 17.5 by 22 are the bags, the bigger bags that I got. Created a promotion campaign on eBay. When Nifty relists the item, it isn't promoting anymore, but I have to go back and add it to the campaign. There's a way to fix this. It means your campaign's set up incorrectly. If your campaign's set up correctly, every time your item gets delisted and relisted, it should automatically promote. So it's not a Nifty issue. It's a issue with the campaign you have set up. All right, chat. I should probably show this. So this bag is too small, right? It's too small. The shoes won't fit in here. So you know what you do? You take this bag and you stick it in another bag because I don't have the bigger bags yet. So, and then once I get this on, I'm going to seal it and tape it. So as you can see, that bag fit in this bag. So now there's two bag method. It's covered on all angles. And again, tomorrow I won't have to do this when I sell a pair of shoes. I'm going to seal it just like this. And as you can see, there's a little bit of the bag hanging out right there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to tuck it the best I can. And I'm going to tape down the end of the bag. And then once I do this, the bag will be nice and secured. Yeah, Jaden's also has a wireless thermal one too. Again, I went with the wired option because I'm not moving it off my desk. So I don't mind having the wire. I feel like it's actually quicker. You don't have to wait for the information to be sent to your computer if it's wired. So that's why I went with that one. But if you want to go with the wireless option, do that too. Either or. I just promoted the one that I use. All right, so those are in there. I don't have to worry about them coming out now. And I'm going to weigh them. They're going to weigh 1 pound 6 ounces. Let's see what the shipping cost on eBay would be compared to Shippo for a pair of shoes that I ship out in a bag. Because I've actually never done this before, but Ethan does it all the time. I trust that guy, so I'm going to ship it out the same way he does. It's going to cost me $9.74 on eBay. And if I use Shippo with the same exact thing, 1 to 2 pounds, whoops, clicked on the wrong thing. View order, 1 to 2 pounds. This is going to cost me on Shippo, shipping the same exact package. It's going to cost me $8.59 to ship out that. So there you go. Saved. How much is that savings? Over $1 in savings shipping this bag method via Shippo. There you go. Ship 20 pairs of shoes a month. You've saved enough for your subscription right there just off your shoe sales. So I do that. Always like double bagging. Yeah. Like I said, once the bigger bags come in, I'm just going to use one singular bigger bag. But if you have to double bag, double bag. I told Goodwill regional manager that they're going to AI and will only drop off locations and will only be drop off locations in 2 years. eBay, I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think, see, the reason people donate to Goodwill is because they see their goods in the stores, right? They understand that most people, the common misconception is that the items are only going to the less fortunate, the poor, right? So if people see that there's no more Goodwill retail stores, people will be less inclined to donate to Goodwill because they don't see their items being sold to the less fortunate, even though that's not what Goodwill's about. Goodwill's about selling as much as they can, and that's why they sell online. So if they bring all of their stuff out of the stores and just have drop-off locations and no store locations, they're going to have less donations altogether. I don't think people will do that. I highlighted the wrong comment, but yeah, I don't think they'll do that. They'll always have store locations. Store locations are too profitable. The bins locations are too profitable. Also using AI on every single item. I don't think people understand, even with AI technology, for them to scan every single shirt that comes in to see what's good and what's bad, they would need so many workers to do that. And then they would need so many people to list those items online. It's not profitable. It's way more profitable to take those items and price them at a flat line price or price them at a specific price point, put them on the rack and sell them that way for less than it is to go through an AI every single item. It doesn't make any sense. Whoever told you that is, I think they just made that up to scare you. I just don't think that's going to happen. They would have to AI every single item. And the workers at Goodwill are not trained like we are. So they're not trained to find the specific items that are worth more money. They're just trained to put prices on tags and look for specific tags. And the turnover rate on Goodwill employees is so high that they would have to constantly be retraining these people on how to use the AI and what tags to specifically look for. It literally makes no sense. As a business, it doesn't make any sense. Orvis, men's Orvis jacket. This one sold for $19.99 plus shipping. I don't pick these up too often, but I got this one in a bulk buy. I think I paid $3. So yeah, they're all about volume sales, all about getting the items in and out. They get the stuff for free. They're not looking to max profit on every single item. Do they max profit on certain items? Yes, they throw certain items on Shop Goodwill, but they have certain brands that their employees are looking for. Certain Michael Kors purses and Gucci bags and things like that. They're not looking for Roback men's polo shirts. They're not telling their employees to do that because they would have so many brands and these employees would have to learn so much. It wouldn't make any sense. It wouldn't. Sold two things on this live. Thanks. I'll take credit for them. Any sales during these lives, by the way, I take a 10% commission. So if you guys could just, I'm just kidding. Just send me. I'll send you the invoice afterwards for those two, Dora. I'll send the invoice. All right, this is that shipped out. Boom. I'm almost out of Shippo labels. I need to make sure my other labels for my printer work. Otherwise, I got to order some more, or I have to plug back in the dinosaur and use it for a little bit until I get the Shippo labels in. All right, that one shipped. Last order. Well, I have two more. We'll see if we grab that Brooks Brothers, but little bundle sale. So we have this Ralph Lauren shirt, this Ralph Lauren shirt, this Ralph Lauren shirt, and this Ralph Lauren shirt. 4 Ralph Lauren shirts, all sold to the same buyer on eBay. Let me just make sure I have the right numbers. 6086, 6635, and 6149. Yes. All 4 of these sold to the same buyer on eBay for 86.36. Remember, if somebody buys 2 or more shirts in my store, they get free shipping. I'm not going to ship these out today though, unless I get my bags in, because I want to put these in a big bag as opposed to putting these in a box, because I'll get a way better rate. I don't technically have to ship those out till tomorrow because the order came through. The order came through earlier today. And then I sold the Brooks Brothers. I guess I'll just show it on the screen because I don't feel like going and pull it right now and figure out where it is. But we just listed this Brooks Brothers. It was a super fast sale. Orders awaiting shipment. This is the Brooks Brothers. It sold for $72. It is new condition. I just picked this up, as you can see right here. It's got the little tag on the sleeve. I don't know if it shows here too. I don't know if she. Oh yeah, she took the, and then it's got the tag right here. So new with tag condition. Brooks Brothers suit sold for $72. Just picked this up in a bulk buy. I think I paid $15 for this. It sold rather quickly too. So if you ever pick up Brooks Brothers new with tag suits, sell really well, especially the Explorer edition. They're like kind of like almost like a polyester, like almost a stretchy kind of suit. People really like those. So yes. How many items do you have in your store currently? My store actually isn't growing because we're selling basically as much as we're listing every day. We're selling every day, which is great. Right now, active, I have 1,588 items. So I just listed 10 right before this live. I think I was asked this question on Tuesday morning and I was at 1577. So basically, I listed 10 this morning. I would have been at 1578. I'm sure I'm going to sell 10 to 20 items today, which will bring me back down to 1577 after I list an additional 10 items today. So keeping right around that 1550 to 1600 mark is kind of where I want to be at right now, with all we're doing on Whatnot and things like that. So we'll keep it at that. If I can list 20 a day and sell 20 a day, I'm happy. That's a good number to stick to. Well, I never have a 4-piece bundle. The reason I'm getting those 4-piece bundles, Ralph, is because I have a sale that if they buy more than one item, so if they buy 2 or more items, they get free shipping on their bundle. So it entices people to add more to their bundle. If they're already on free shipping, kind of like Whatnot, that's exactly how Whatnot works. Once you get free shipping on Whatnot, people just start bidding on things and throwing things in their bundle. Same concept on eBay. So sometimes when I'm lifting, I notice a flaw. When I'm listing, I notice a flaw. How do you decide if you should fix, trash, or donate? It really just depends on the price of the item. If it's a Ralph Lauren shirt and has a cracked button at the very top, and I'm like, this shirt is a $22.99 shirt, but with the crack button, it's like a $12 shirt, I'll usually just donate that shirt. I'd rather have that shirt donated than have a flawed item in my store because there's a higher chance of that item getting returned. Now, if it's a Burberry flip cuff Novacek shirt that's worth $100 and it has a cracked button, same exact thing, I'm going to list that shirt. I'm going to make sure I point out the flaw and I'm going to list it a lot less than $100, probably like 30 to $50. And I'm going to make sure the person knows that it has a cracked button. I might even put flaw in my title so that way they know that that's a flawed item. So how about Carhartt? What about Carhartt? I pick up Carhartt. I pick up Carhartt, but I'm very selective with the Carhartt I pick up nowadays. Obviously, the heavy jackets, line jackets, things like that sell really well. But the basic Carhartt, like short sleeves and things like that, those are all at TJ Maxx and Marshalls. They're really hard to sell nowadays. Even the pants and jeans, they don't sell like they used to because those are also at TJ Maxx and Marshalls. So I'm very selective with Carhartt. Try to pick up the higher dollar pieces, the lower dollar pieces I'll leave unless they're like a bigger size, like a 3XLT, a 2XLT. If they're a hoodie, things like that, I'll still pick up because there's still demand for that stuff. But basic Carhartt shirts, t-shirts, things like that, I usually leave behind. All right, chat. I appreciate you guys hanging out. That's it for today. That's everything shipped out. Again, Whatnot show tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It should be about 60 items. It's going to be a fun show. Not a lot of people show out the Thursday show. So if you want to come out and get some deals and steals, that's going to be tonight. Tomorrow night's going to be a kids show, all kids show tomorrow. We're going to have North Face Patagonia kids pieces. We're going to have Ralph Lauren kids pieces. Just a lot of like really good higher end kids pieces. And I think we're going to do $5 starts on that show. And then on Saturday is going to be like last Saturday's show, really good. All these shows will have giveaways too. They'll have $10 gift card giveaways all throughout the show. So make sure you come hang out. Tonight will be less because we're only doing 60 items, but Friday and Saturday we're going to be doing heavy giveaways. So make sure you come out to those shows. And that's it. I appreciate you guys hanging out.